Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video, there's a digger there, small digger, but we are starting the farm shop development at long last. So I'm standing at the top of the road because I'm going to hold the camera up. We're going to do a transition, and in 2 years time, hopefully when we have our grand opening, when the shop is finished, kitted and that, it'll be like what it was before to what it will be. It's exciting times ahead. So the cousin's dropped off his mini digger. He's going to peel back everything here, then bring his big digger up just to see, because we want to keep the plaque here. This is Balnamore, and we want to, it's basically coming out from this stone pier. This is the old stone pier that there would have been gates hung on, that we hopefully will get electric gates hung on in the future, these cut stone piers either side. But from there back, that corner is coming out of it, and then we'll have to do our bit. But before we go any further, we'll bring you to the very first bit of work that was done with Rory and Kate last year when we put in the wild bird cover. So the very first bit of thing has been done. Because we've been digging our new bit of a yard over there for parking machines, we had excess clay, and we've lots of it. So this was always rough, stone sticking out, rough bit of stuff. So we got sprayed off, we got tried to trim it, and I got the cousin then to tip loads of clay here and then just, you know, put a nice embankment on it. And he done a very nice job. It is, yeah, very nice job. Well happy with it. So we'll be going 8 meters out from kind of the edge there out to that post, and then that marks the drive in. And part of the drive in then is that there's bus parking along that side up to the car park, which is them 2 posts there, that section there. So what we're going to do today is, because this has only been done yesterday, I think, yeah, was it? No, day before yesterday he mounted this. Liv has bought wildflower seeds, and we're going to get them put into this. The reason we're putting in wildflower seed is because it's wildflower, it's natural, it'll do its own thing, it'll feed the local pollinators, our own bees, ticking all them environmental boxes. The reason we're putting it in now is, before any flush of weeds get to come up in this, our wildflowers will be coming up with it, and in that way they have a good shot. If we wait till a couple of weeks time, we'll have a flush of weeds, we'll have to spray off and we won't get them all, and we just want to avoid having to use Roundup really. I'm done now, so Rory, Kate and Liv are coming there. We have a bucket of sand and all Liv's wildflower mixes, and we're going to get wildflowers in it, and hopefully it should look very nice come next summer. Yeah, so what wildflower seeds have you, Liv?
Traditional Irish native wildflower seed mix,
yeah,
butterfly and bee native mix, and annual pollinator mix.
And they were off an Irish website, so it's all Irish seed. So what kind of stuff is in it? So there's paper daisy, pheasant's eye, pot marigold, cornflower, painted daisy, elegant clerica, dwarf morning glory, Chinese forget-me-not, California poppy, fine flower, farewell to spring, baby's breath, candy tuft, love in a mist, and corn poppy. What's in the native Irish one? Does it say? So how to establish maintenance seed, This is what it is. So we're mixing it in with a bucket of sand to stretch it, and then it's just a matter of shaking it out. We don't have a rake, so we got the turf scrape. So that's going to be the rake. So who's on raking duty then?
Guys on, right?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Right, we'll stick it on time lapse there, and we get this sown. And that is the wildflower seeds in. So now we wait and see how they come up. How do you feel, Liv? It's a bit damp.
Yeah,
bit sticky. Optimistic? Yeah, so we'll wait and see. But this is the start of it. I don't know when we'll get to the next bit. So that's what we see whenever we start the next bit of work out here. But yeah, that's the wildflowers. I think we're nearly at the point now we get done for having a poppy farm, because there is any amount of poppies, corn poppies, big daisies. Liv will be able to tell you what all is in it, but it's quite nice, so it is. Anyone who follows Liv or the shop on Instagram would have seen the little bundles of flowers I put together for my granny's birthday, my mother's birthday. Look very, very impressive. Very happy. But yes, today's video we are breaking ground. First job is to get the car park in for when the sunflowers flower, which will be flowering, I would reckon, around the end of the month, so we can have our sunflower patch. So that is the first goal, is get the car park in, and then we'll be starting the shop. But also the cousin is doing all the work for us here, and he's also doing the house for us, and he's going to knock parts of the extensions to the house that we'll be rebuilding and put it underneath the shop, just to be able to get rid of that fill. So that'll also, the whole lot will be coming on together. The next 2 years are going to be busy for us, big and busy, getting the shop done and the house done. So yeah, he's here with his wee mini JCB's gone to get his van, and then he's going to make a start. So yeah, it's all systems go. Liv is out dung sampling calves, so that's why she's not with me, but said I do this before I head off to do work. But yeah, big changes are coming. So it's all systems go here now. So the gap has been opened above, and the cousin has started digging, and their stone has been starting to be drew in now. So we have a fine pile of clay gathered, so we're going to start trying to draw clay down the bottom. 60/8, you know, is running. So there's 3 of us here at the minute moving. So he's just digging out, digging off the topsoil down to the good hard bottom. It's actually quite a nice bit of soil here. So we're going to move some of this down the bottoms to fill in some wet holes, and there is shale stone coming in, or just big stone coming in then to start filling up the bottom of the base. So yeah, it's all systems that go here. 3 on the draw. So yeah, happy out. It's a strange feeling to actually finally see the shop start. Like it's mad. Yeah, it's a very odd feeling. So it is. It's a very, very odd feeling. Excited and nervous and anxious all in the one go. Yeah, we've broken ground. So it's the next day after a lot of rain last night, which kind of spoiled the groundworks. But they've a good start made on the base for the shop to do the first layer of the base for the shop. So the shop will be pretty high now. I think he's talking about a meter from that there now till the floor of the shed to make sure it's out, because our biggest issue with the site is it's the lowest point of the surrounding field. Now it's not a big field, but everything flows into that spot, and where the red tape is, we're putting in a sump or a couple of pipes on top of each other to have a sump just in case there's any issues with water down here. The site will be as big can be, but or the base will be as high up as we can go, but we're still putting in a sump just to be able to gather water just in case it becomes an issue in torrential rain. So, and then be able to pump that out. Then we'll also, when the sunflowers and that is done, we'll be putting in a shore or a drain across the back to try and take the flow of water off the field, just to also alleviate, make sure it's not an issue at all. So there's the first layer of stone going in now, and then membrane, and then finer and building it up. There's a good bit more groundwork to do, but it's just too wet today. So I'll show you the pile of clay. Some pile of clay, isn't it, Liv? Yeah. Ground is broken, Liv. Are you excited, nervous, happy? Everything. Mix of emotions. So this is the pile of clay we've gathered so far. So it has kind of eaten into the corner of the maize. Now, maize wasn't over hectic in the corner to begin with, as you can see. It's just, don't even want to look at it. But we have a fair pile of clay. Using the loading shovel to keep it shoved up, and we were yesterday anyways. So it's a fair old height. Now, I will eventually get using this up down the bottoms, and we may take some out of it to bring down for the bit we'll be reseeding this year. But just try and keep as much of it moved, because it's still a nice bit more to come out. Maybe not the same again, but still a nice bit. But just want to be able to keep it shifted, because it's a fair bit. Fill a nice hole down the bottoms, might dry up a bit of ground. But yeah, it's a big pile of clay. grand, it is all systems a go here. So 2 diggers on the go. There's 3 drawn clay. So they're putting a 3-inch and membrane for the avenue. For the new avenue going in, you can just see the membrane there. It's been the windy side. And then digging it out from the other end and putting in some, I think it's just loose fill or shale fill or quarried stone, I don't know what you call it. It's all along there. And actually from kind of there right back to the digger or into the landis was quite hard, gravelly kind of soil. You can also see a big gobstopper of a stone there that couldn't be lifted. So they're just membraning that in, but once it got up next to the entrance, it's gone to kind of softer soil. So that's why they're putting in the fill underneath, then put the membrane on top, and then put the 3-inch on top of that. So it is all systems ago getting the shop done. It's great to see our wildflowers are looking well too, in between the nettles and the thistles. But yeah, it's great to see it coming on, so it is absolutely brilliant. We have made a start. The farm shop is underway. We're building, we're digging. We'll have the car park in for the sunflowers, which should be the end of this month. We'll have our sunflower patch. Liv will have more information later on as to everything about the sunflowers for anyone who wants to come down and see the sunflower patch. But we'll have the car park in. This is it. This is the big step for us. Spent a lot of money, but we've proved the concept with our shop at the minute, which is basically half a garage behind me there. It's very small, but we've proved the concept and we're confident to push ahead and see how we get on. We're confident, but it is still nervous, scary and exciting times. So it is. So if you want to help out and support us in what we're doing with the farm shop, you can head into the description to Stewart Family Farm, Longford, and you can buy beef or pork or merchandise. That all goes towards what we're trying to do here. So it does. Actually, there's a load of stone coming, so I'll get out of the way. But yeah, it's something else. We have broken ground and we're building. On a final note, myself and Liv will be at Raheen Vintage Show or Vintage Rally this weekend on Sunday the 14th, I'm going to say. I think it's the 14th on Sunday, but Liv will put in the information. It's Raheen Vintage Rally in outside of Abbey Lakes in Laois, but Liv will put all the information into the description. Myself and Liv will be there with the Defender and the horse box, so you can help support us with what we're doing with the shop that way too. But anyways, we're going to leave it at that for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a start. It's a lot of emotions, but fingers crossed, 2 years time. The pumpkin patch 2025. We hopefully will have a grand opening, hopefully, if everything goes to plan. Anyways, look, hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That's it for me. Good luck.